Hello and welcome guys, this is Salman from Technology and today I will be reviewing the VU 32-inch Full HD TV that I got from Flipkart on the Big Billion Day. So this TV I bought from Flipkart for about 16,000 bucks, and this is the 32D6545 model. This is the Full HD model, and the basic specifications are it has a 60 Hz refresh rate, it has two 8-watt speakers, and it's obviously 32-inch. I'm not really sure about how many pixels per inch or anything like that because that wasn't mentioned anywhere. It's got a ADS panel, A+ grade panel, and yeah, that's about some of the basic features. Two HDMI ports at the back that I'll show you, and two USB ports for playing media. So let's just go through all the connection ports and the basic layout of the TV first. Then I will show you the picture quality and the other stuff. So as you can see, that's the panel over there. The bezel is pretty thin. You can see this is my finger, and it's thinner than my finger obviously. And yeah, that's how the bezel looks. It's pretty much the same all around the TV. You got the VU logo over here at the bottom, and you do get wall mounting included in the box with the TV. I think you might have already watched the unboxing video that I have uploaded. And then coming to the side of the TV, let me just show you here. Coming to the side of the TV, you can see you have some basic ports over here. I mean, they are not ports, I mean buttons. So you do have a volume button, you have a channel button over here, you have a menu button, and you have a input button, so you can select which input mode you want for the TV right now. And you got an on and off button at the bottom. That's it. And at the back of the TV there's some legal information over there. And then coming to the other side of the TV, you will see that you do have one microphone jack. That's an output. You have two USB ports over here, to which I have connected one extender port over here for ease of convenience, so I don't have to connect my so I don't have to go all the way back and connect my USB stick. You do have inputs for you do have analog inputs for video and audio over here, and you do have IPB CR input as well. Now underneath the TV, let me just give you a good look at what's underneath the TV. So you do have a DVI or VGA connector over here, call it VGA connector, sorry. You do have a PC input in case you want to output audio of the PC to the TV, so you can hear the PC sounds, the PC audio through the TV itself. You do have the regular TV connection input for the RF signal, and then you have one HDMI port over here through which I've connected my monster cable, and another HDMI port over here that's there. So two HDMI ports, and then you have an AV out port over here, and this obviously is the power cord. So that's about it for the ports on the TV. Not many ports, and these four screws here for the wall mounting. The wall mounting is included, and you got some vents over here for heat dissipation. That's it. So looking at the remote now, the remote is pretty simple, nothing really flashy about it. You got a VU logo on the remote, and you got the basic buttons over here, basic button layout over here, where you have the volume button, you have the channel button, and you have source, display. Then you have the arrow keys over here and OK button over here, and then you have the menu button, the exit button, and these are the play, pause, rewind, forward, and all those options for the movie, for the USB media playback. You obviously got the buttons for the channels and stuff, and shortcut modes over here for selecting the picture mode, the sound mode, and those things. You do have a mute button over here on the top and a power button. Obviously at the back you do have a port for inserting the batteries, which takes in two AAA size batteries. So that's about it for for the layout of the TV. It's pretty simple, nothing really cool about it. So let's go ahead and turn on this TV, and then we'll talk about some of the picture quality and all that stuff. So that's how the TV looks when it's turned on. You get the VU luxury televisions logo on the top, and then now starting off with my first impressions, firstly the backlighting on this TV is really bright, and therefore because of that the colors on the TV are mostly not lifelike. So you get the colors are pretty vivid, and you don't get realistic colors. So in terms of picture quality, is not that great. Yeah, you do get a full HD TV for a good price, but in terms of colors and the overall reproduction of colors and the picture quality, it's not that great as you might expect a full HD TV to be. So this is the basic interface of how the media looks like, how the media menu looks like. You can see I have connected the USB to my USB extender over there, my pen drive, and it says USB 2.0 over there, as you can see. And then you can select between folders. Just hold on. Yeah, you can select between photo, you can select between music, video, and you can view text on this TV as well. And that's about it. Let's just go ahead and play some movie, so you can just get a brief look at how it looks. Just going to go to something like this. I'm going to reduce the volume. I'm not sure if you can make this out on the camera, but the colors are really, too much vivid, and therefore, in case you're watching something, some scene which has a very dim lighting, so you will not be able to, make out the colors really well. And just give you a brief introduction of how these buttons work. So you do have rewind, forward. So if I just go ahead and click rewind, I can easily just go ahead and rewind the whole movie, and I can just play it from any point where I want. And the other downside to this TV is that you do not have many setting options. So in case you want to really get that picture quality you like, you will not be able to get that, because you do not have those many setting options. And the other thing that I didn't like is that you do not have any backlighting control. So you're just stuck with the backlighting that has been set by the manufacturer itself. So in case you find it really bright, you may not be able to reduce the backlighting. You can reduce the brightness, but then the other defect in that is, let me just show you. This is on standard mode. Dynamic mode makes it too vivid, so it becomes even more unrealistic, the colors and stuff. Then user is a mode where you can program your video according to what you like, the contrast and saturation and all that stuff you can set. So, and mild is also pretty much unwatchable, because it becomes too dark like that, and that's pretty much unwatchable, and in really dark scenes you will not be able to see anything on mild mode. So that's a pretty useless mode, I say. Coming to the settings over here, you can see that you do have a contrast mode over here. The picture mode, as I showed you just now, you have the brightness, color, that pretty much doesn't make much difference. The color setting doesn't make much difference. Tint, which you can only set in YPB/CR, and sharpness, that is pretty much self-explanatory. I'm sure you might already know what sharpness does if you have used a TV before. It just makes the picture more sharp or dull. As you increase the sharpness, it becomes more sharp. If you decrease it, it becomes more a little dull. So the color temperature you do have medium, cool and warm. uh, there is also very slight difference in this mode as well. You won't notice much of a difference between warm and cool. You should notice a considerable difference, but I don't know why, but you do not notice a lot of difference when you change it from warm to cool, and medium is pretty much the same. Noise reduction is there, but that also seems to not make much of a difference. So it's set to low or high. I really don't care, but not really impressed with that. Then coming to the music menu, you do have a music menu where you can set the sound quality, the sound mode. So you do the TV does come with some preset modes over here, like standard, music, movie, sports and user. The speakers on the device on this TV are not really good. You do have 8 watts, two 8-watt speakers, but they really sound really bad. So you won't be able to survive with that. I would recommend, if you're buying this TV, you do go for external speakers or a home theater system, or at least a small sound bar that you can connect to this TV. So that is the music menu. You do have settings over here, like treble and bass and balance. Now note that setting these modes won't make a difference when you use your headphone. So if you're connected to the headphone and you change it from music or movie or any of that mode, it won't make a difference in sound quality for the headphone jack. The other bad thing is that my AV out port on this TV wasn't working, so I couldn't really test out the AV out quality on this TV, and therefore I'm going to get this TV returned. I'm getting this TV returned. Flipkart has initiated my return, and I'm going to get it returned pretty soon. You do have auto volume over here and the other setting. Then you have a sleep time over here. Basically, just you can set the time when you want the TV to sleep after a long time of usage or something like that. And then you do have another small menu where you can set the OSD language. You can set the language of the TV. You can set the aspect ratio. On this mode, the media mode, I cannot set that aspect ratio because you can set that from the video itself. Then you have region language, and then you have encoding standard, that's Windows, and reset, and then software update. That's obviously what software update is. Just you have to connect the USB and you can update the software of the TV in case there is any software update. Reset means you can reset all the settings. And these are the playback options for the media: forward, rewind, play, previous, stop, repeat. And then you have set a playlist, info, blah 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 blah, all those settings. And you do have setting for aspect ratio. You can set it for 16:9, 4:3, zoom 1 and zoom 2. You do got 2 options over here. You can zoom out, which basically just zooms the video out like this, as you can see, makes it even more smaller. It's not zooming out further. So that's it. I can only zoom out that much. It's not working. It doesn't seem to be working on this format. I think it doesn't work. Anyways, so zoom out means you can zoom out the picture, and that's it for this setting. Now I'll just show you the HDMI, how the HDMI works. So I'm going to use my PS3 that's connected to the back side of the TV. I'm going to turn it on. Turn my TV on. Just hang on, I'll be back. Okay, so getting back to the video, I want to show you how the HDMI works. HDMI is also pretty much the same. I can change the source by just pressing the source button, and you do have, like I said, you do have 2 HDMI ports. You have one PC input, and you have the YPB/CR AV input. That's the analog audio video input, and you do have the normal TV input. So it's probably connected to HDMI 2, and I'm going to HDMI 2, and you can see this is how the PS3 looks like. Sorry for that, but HDMI works pretty good, no problem with that. But still, due to the color reproduction even through HDMI is also pretty much the same. I didn't find it really impressive. So in case you're wanting to buy this TV, I would suggest you, in case you're wanting to buy this TV, I would suggest you to, Now, before ending this video, I do want to emphasize on the viewing angles of this TV as well. So the viewing angles of this TV are not really great. It's just about 178 degrees, and yeah, you do notice that the colors and the textures would change if you look at the TV from the sides. So it's not that great, the viewing angles. And if you want some honest advice, I would say if you're going to buy this TV, if you're going to buy a TV and you have about 20,000 bucks in your pocket, and you really want to go for a full HD TV, then I would suggest then you don't have any other options except this TV or something from Micromax. But even the Micromax full HD TV costs about 21,000, so you're only left with about this TV and some other few other brands out there. Pretty much they're not popular brands, and you're only left with that option. But in case you don't have any options and you want to go for a full HD TV, then you can go for this. Or else, if you can extend your budget, or at least if you want good quality picture and you can sacrifice on the resolution, then I would suggest you go for just a HD ready television, because this is not really a good TV when it comes to picture quality. Now, I did, before buying this TV, I did do a bit of research on Flipkart, and most of the reviews out there said that the TV is really good, the picture quality is really good. But frankly saying, it's not that great. It's just minimal. Maybe for newcomers, new buyers for TVs, they might find it really nice. But if you're a regular viewer and if you're an experienced guy, you won't find the picture quality is really good. It's just okay, and it's like a budget TV, and that's how a budget TV should be. So the picture quality isn't really great, and neither is the sound quality really good. The build quality is okay, and if you don't have any other options, you want to buy a full HD TV, this is the only option. Or else I would suggest you to go for HD ready TV from LG or Samsung or something that might cost slightly higher than this, but they are certainly worth it in terms of picture quality and color reproduction and the backlighting control. They do have backlighting control, and that's a really good thing. This TV does not have backlighting control, and it lacks so many things. So I do suggest you to take my review into consideration and think about it, and buy this TV accordingly. So that's about it for the review, guys. I'm sure you guys have got a clear understanding of this TV, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. I would be happy to answer them. And do hit that like button if you like this video, and do subscribe to our channel for more videos like these. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time on Technology.